Long ago, during the times of our ancestors, humans and animals lived in harmony, each residing in its own domain. All organisms had all the necessary amenities to live and thrive without great difficulty. However, as of recent, humans have defied this way of life and encroached on the animal domain. Humans have invaded forests, swamps, lakes and rivers, which are all major habitats for animals living within close proximity of humanity. Real estate agents, corrupt government officials, and lack of awareness have contributed greatly to this predicament. Real estate agents often connive with corrupt government officials to attain enormous pieces of land in forest reserves and on lake shores to construct houses for sale to the general public. The houses are then sold to unsuspecting people who then find themselves living in the same area as the animals. The consequences of these actions can be seen all around us, with the most prominent being human-animal encounters. Human-animal encounters have contributed to the millions of deaths worldwide. Nearly all these deaths could have been prevented if we did not go astray from our ancestors' way of life and left the boundaries of our respective realms standing. An unknown fact about the human-animal encounter is that the effect is experienced on both sides. Most of the time, the death of a human is often paid for by the deaths of several animals. A typical example of this is in Tanzania, where several lions were killed just because of the actions of one that killed a person as it was looking for food in its habitat which had been encroached on. This action resulted in retaliation from the Tanzanian society, which resulted in the significant decrease in the lion population. This is just one example of the consequences caused by human invasion of the animal kingdom. The other consequences of the human invasion have been disregarded as they do not directly affect human beings. Some of these consequences are famine and drought for the animals living in the encroached habitats, lack of space to reproduce, and massive reduction in animal populations. Much has been tried to prevent or at least minimize the effect that the human presence is having on the animals. But due to poor implementation and influence from corrupt government officials, all attempts have been in vain. This leaves the fate of the animal life suffering from habitat encroachment at the mercy of ignorant humans. All we can hope is that our video is enough to motivate you all to do your part to aid in the fight against human encroachment.